Social media. How are you, influencers? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you've seen this video. Welcome to another edition of No Host Bad with IET. My name is Itunu. How are we doing, people? I want to say a big thank you to all of you, my subscribers, for being there. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. If you are in fact, this is a video I would like to show my face. I would have loved to show my face, but if you are part of me on this channel, you will know by now why I don't show my face on weekdays. All right, I've explained it a lot of time. I'm not the kind of person that will hide behind the camera. I work from home most part, so when I'm in my PJ working, I quickly use my break time to do this. So this lady you're looking at on your screen, she said her name is Shadu, not the Shadu, popular Shadu you know, but at least you can see her. She's not Shadu the musician. So I saw an interview on Instagram, and I was like, okay, what is social media turning into? What is going on with this access to phone and just record and all that? So this lady says she was the makeup artist to Nigeriakeredolu, the wife of the late governor, immediate Akeredolu, that died a few months ago. I didn't even know who. I'm from Ondo State. I didn't even know who Ondo State First Lady was, because I don't really have time for this kind of people until when Akeredolu got sick. And I remember Omoyele show recalled this woman out that she shouldn't have allowed the man to return to office. Some of you know that story. So after Akeredolu died, I saw a lot of things about her, that she was the one ruling on those. That's the only thing I know about her. So this lady, she says her name is Shadu, like I said, and that she was Betty's makeup artist. She claimed she worked for Betty for 7 years. You see, and that Betty, that she was being paid 45,000 in a month for 7 years. When I made my calculation in a year, that means she earned 540,000 in a year, in 12 months. And in 7 years, like she claimed, she must have earned 3.780 million. Let me allow you to see the interview. And I wonder, when we see this kind of interview on social media, anyway, like I said, people just pick camera and record. I'm a journalist. When you don't do your due diligence, you spread this kind of news. This man, this olujimiadekanle, Adekanle, I don't know how to pronounce. I think it's Adekanle. About Adekanle. Okay, Adekanle. He displayed a lot of unprofessionalism in this interview, and I saw the backlashes. When I saw this interview, I went to check this Olujimi on Facebook, and he had the same interview on Facebook, and I saw the comments of Nigerians. Let me allow you to watch it first, and then I will show you some of the things that people said.
My name remains Prince Olujimiadekanle, the CEO Savannah News Television Worldwide. Today is 22nd of April 2024. I have a guest here with me. She's one of the aides of the former First Lady of Ondo State. She approached me and I said I have to put it in this form for Ondo State people to listen to her story. Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, what's the name?
My name is Mrs. Shadu.
Shadu. So what brought you to me?
Because of Her Excellency, I've been working for her for more than 7 years. When I was going, she did not give me anything.
When you are going, she don't give you anything to support you. For how many years did you work with her?
I worked with her with 7 years.
You worked with her for how long?
7 years.
For 7 years. As what?
As a makeup artist.
Makeup artist and
pedicure. We braid her hair when she's still making hair.
You braid her hair when she's still making hair, pedicure, makeup artist, you are doing all that. So how much are you being paid? Your salary in a month?
I used to be paid by 50,000, but I will give back 5,000 to bread can. So 45,000 used to reach my hand.
You will give they pay you 50,000 in a month. You still pay
the money to reach us. They will have removed 5,000 before the money reach us. That's give back to Brecan.
Give back to Brecan. What is the business with Brecan? Was you? So is that how all of you pay to Brecan?
That's how she said it from beginning.
From beginning that you'll be paying 5,000 naira back 10%. To Brecan. 10% to Brecan. So your own is 5,000 because I'm receiving 50,000. So those one is receiving 100,000 will be paying 10,000 back. So 10% of your salary goes back to Brecan, right? So what happened now? Are you still with her?
No.
Okay. And she settled you when you are leaving here after 7 years?
No, she said that she's out of her office, that there's no help that she can render.
No help she can render. And I learned, she told me earlier that you have a shop before you join her.
Yes.
Where is the shop now?
It has gone. All my customers have gone. I'm just still at home doing nothing.
Okay, for 7 years, you lost all your customers. The shop is closed because... Were you traveling with her? Were you staying with her?
Yes, I used to follow her everywhere that she goes all over Nigeria.
Wow. To do her makeup, her fingers, her...
Everywhere.
To braid her hair sometimes and all those stuff.
Everywhere.
So, when did you leave her?
I left after the final burial of her husband.
Okay. So when you left, she didn't say, okay, this amount I'm going to help you with as you are leaving? Nothing?
No, the daughter asked me that what did I want to do, and I sent a business proposal to the daughter. More than 4 million naira that I want to open my studio back. But till now, they did not get back to me. I now send a text message to Her Excellency that, Mommy, please, I need your help. Please, you are my last hope. That she should send to render help. She now said she's out of her office, that there is no help that she can render.
You said she's out of office, there's no help she can render for you?
Yes.
After working for 7 years?
Yes.
No, don't cry, please. Don't cry, Don't cry, please. For 7 years?
Yes.
So there's no help she can render you?
Yes.
Have you ever traveled with her all over in places in Nigeria?
There is nowhere that she used to go in Nigeria that I don't normally follow her. At times I used to work as a PSF.
On 50,000 naira?
Yes.
And that 50,000 naira, she will still remove 5,000 naira in a month?
Yes.
And they will remove 100, you said they will remove 100 naira?
Charges for the...
So at the end of the day, you are collecting 44,900 in a month.
Yes.
And you have family.
Yes.
You have a daughter.
Yes.
You have a husband.
Yes.
Oh my God. So how is your husband now?
My husband is not doing anything now. She is working before, but because of the recession in town, the vehicle that he is using to do cap, we use it to do campaign the second time. Maybe after the campaign, we will see get something. We use it to go to inside the Jare to do campaign, but the vehicle are spoiled, so we now sold it at the rate of 100,000 naira.
Have you ever told the first lady that you need a help before now?
I used to inform her that she should help me. So she now said that since I have a passport, that she will take me travel out. But now
nothing.
Nothing.
So what are you expecting from? You are from where, madam?
I'm from Ondo State.
Where in Ondo State?
Akure South.
Akure South. How about your husband?
My husband is from Ijare in Ifodere.
Okay. So what are you expecting from Ondo State people now?
I want them to help me because there's nothing. As I'm talking now, I've been thinking every time, every day, crying out of this. I need help. I want to reopen my shop. Please help me.
Okay.
I need
Don't
help.
worry. Don't cry. By the grace of God, we will try and alert good Ondo State people to come to your help. You will not suffer. So which means you have wasted 7 years for 44,900 working with the first lady. Ladies and gentlemen, I think you have heard from her. Don't cry, please. Don't cry. You have heard from this woman. She's a mother, and she has a family. But
Jimmy, Olujimi, you did a very shoddy job here. When I went to, in fact, there are a lot of comments on this so-called interview. I see people say this is a very foolish interview. Someone said this guy Jimmy would never like Betty till Jesus come. Now there is one particular there's one particular comment that caught me. You remember I told you I went to check out this guy on Facebook. I really want to know who he is. And then there's someone who wrote, the name of the person is Taye Wonder Akunara. She said, Shade fear God, oh, you didn't work for Betty for 7 years. Are you saying you had started working with her since the inception of Akeredolu's tenure? A lady called Tutu was a makeup artist till 2020 before she left. And the late Mrs. Akman brought you when he took over as PA. This is a person who knows them very well. So if she started work 2020, that means she roughly worked for like 3 years. Let me go on. The person continued. You started working in 2020 and followed her to every trip across Nigeria, sharing the same hotel flat with her. You never used your night allowance to pay for accommodation, as you always sleep in the next room to her. You stayed with her in Imo for 3 months during COVID-19 lockdown, and you later collected your night allowances for that 3 months in bulk. Aside the fact that you stayed in an apartment in Emeabiam throughout the 3 months. Unlike other convoy people who lodged in an hotel with their allowances. Listen to this. You were a facilitator to the makeup and gele class throughout the Benmore summer boot camp. You took over as PA since 2022 when Mrs. Akpan fell sick, and we even heard she indicted you of using juju to afflict her so that you can take over as PA. This is another level, which you did to the last moment. There are Igbo female aides that should have acted in that position, but you took over as PA and makeup artist. A very strange development in the camp of first ladies. Mrs. Akeredolu might not do well by not giving you at least 500k as a parting gift for staying with her since December till March, but is your hands clean? That's what the person wrote. I'm reading it out. She went further, or he. We heard you used to threaten that whoever intimidates you will be used to sokodanu. Check yourself to know why you couldn't point to an achievement. Ilé taba fitomo iriniwo. Iriniyowo. That means a house built with spittle will be demolished with the dew. That's with dew. That's a proverb in Yoruba. You know, a lot. Another person wrote, I'm disappointed in this interview, which is obviously targeted at casting aspersions on a particular character. And people just wrote, I'm so liking all this comment. People that really know this lady with Betty. Now, this person wrote, this is Justina Nwaneri. She wrote, you consented to the salary and the give back condition attached to it. It was entirely your choice to accept the offer and, by extension, retaining the job. You forgot to mention the night allowances you were paid for every trip with the First Lady. You forgot to mention the fun of always traveling by air, dining and whining with the high and mighty, and the pride you attached to it. I wonder how you forgot to mention the supply contract you got from the same First Lady, e.g., the supply of Wotowoto Gari, 3,000 per bag for 2 rubbers in a bag in 2022 December, when a rubber of Gari sold for about 200 naira. And then you supplied 500 bags, thereby making minimum of 750,000 in less than a week. The Be More makeup training job, etc. How did you forget so soon the job offer I had the First Lady gave your sister, and I guess some of your relatives? I also heard that you are building your own house, and that maybe you finish it now self. It is also from this claim 44,000 salary. So people are just pointing out what transpired. My thing here is that even if this lady had worked for First Lady for 7 years, like she claimed, like I calculated from the beginning, she would have made 3.780 3,780,000 naira from the salary alone, apart from all your allowances these people are claiming. Another person wrote, the name is Florence Shade Ogunshino. Florence Olujimi Ogunshino. She wrote, Shade, you did not work for 7 years old. You always get your night allowance now. Shebi you and late Akpan are the amebo, telling lies against other aides, especially the civil servants. Liar. Whenever I think it made whenever you have been paid together with the entourage, which are also among, we are replaced without a cause because of you, who came with juju and lies to gain access to her back to back. Payback time. So what people are saying, people that know them, is that she used juju to get access. I mean, I can't doubt that, because that's what our people are known for. Someone wrote, Fayefumi Joshua, when you are enjoying series of enjoyment with First Lady, you do not inform the common man on the street. Then you see a common man as shit. Then, sir, leave her with her destiny. My own. People wrote there's nobody that said this was good. Nobody. My own even concern is with this guy that did this interview. I see what I can see is that maybe he didn't like the First Lady, that somebody has written earlier. He kept pushing words into this lady's mouth. Please give this video thumbs up and let me know your comments in the comment section. Thank you. He kept pushing words into her mouth. Oh, so he didn't help you. Oh, he did. What did you expect Betty to do for her? She earned a salary. If you work, if you are this entitlement mentality in Nigeria, I don't understand it. If you work and you agree to a salary and you earn it, then what else? So another thing I want to look at is, for those years, you claim 7 years, which I calculated must have made close to 4 million naira. Does that mean you don't have saving? So every month you use all your money to do what? And what stops you from continuing your business, your makeup artist shop, where you can employ people and put people there? Yes, and they will be working and gathering your money for you. You didn't think about that? So you are flying first class all over the place. You thought that's how it will continue. Even if former governor Akeredolu did not die, by now, because I learned they did election on Ondo last week, by now you will have rounded up his second term. So you didn't know, Shade, you didn't know that one day Akeredolu will no longer be there, and Betty too will cease being first lady. So you didn't have any plan for your future. You could not retain your shop, train 2 people, let them be there, and continue to build your business. Where do you think you want to go after Akeredolu must have left office, even if he did not die? You think? I don't understand this really. Well, so what I see in this is vendetta. This guy that did this interview, this Jimmy, he did not like Betty at all. He did not, because if you are someone if you are a professional, when this lady tell her story, these are the questions you will ask her. So what do you have in saving? What stop you from continuing with your business? Put people there. We have people that have different shops. You can have 3 shops. You won't be in the 3 shops at the same time. There are people that has multiple streams of income. They set up businesses, they put people there, and their money is coming in. So what is this trash? For me, this is a trash. It's not worth it. Jimmy, let me advise you. If you have any beef with Betty, please don't use that to be coming to social media to chatter her, to scatter her image. It's not worth it. I know, like I said from the beginning, I heard that she didn't do well in Ondo State. Like somebody too wrote, I don't know details of her tenure in Ondo State. Well, that's her business. But then don't use that. Don't use that, your personal beef with her, to be entertaining this kind of thing. That is if you are a professional journalist, which I doubt. You are not. If you're a professional, you will know that this interview is very watery. It's not worth it. This is yellow journalism, which we have a lot of you guys out there. If you're a professional journalist, you won't do this interview at all. And I'm sure you'll be seeing people responses like I just read some of it. So people, everything people wrote are just like, you are not it. Somebody wrote, hey madam, fear God, oh, you didn't work for I said for 7 years. I said first tenure, my sis worked with her for 3 years. How come you now work for 7 years? You see? So even if you work for 7 years, now somebody wrote in a lie, she's not telling the truth. She makes so much money when she was with her. I can confirm that. Weary, that's what they wrote. Oh, that's what somebody wrote. And then somebody wrote, the only area the former lady air is the 10% deduction, nothing more. Okay. Yeah, that's it. So overall, people just berated this interview. It's not worth it. It's not worth it at all. At all. Jimmy, people were writing, and he was even abusing people. Somebody wrote, Tony Adeyalogundare wrote, this is entitlement mentality we are talking about. What was she doing with her salary? Yes, is she looking for pension or gratuity? And Jimmy responded to this Toyin that seems you are sick. What is 50,000 when to eat just a meal is nothing less than 3K in Akure? People like you are heartless. Jimmy, it's you that is sick. Honestly, it is you that is sick. This Shade agreed to earn 50,000 a month. So why will you write that somebody is sick? You are the one that is sick by doing this shoddy, foolish interview. Okay, people, thank you so much for being here. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I'm going to talk to you again very soon. Bye bye.